Speak up, Timothy. Do you know what today is, son?
No, Dad. What is it?
It's Purim. There's a new rabbi coming over.
Who?
He's gonna tell you all about Purim.
2,000 years ago in Jerusalem, Nebuchadnezzar left the temple in ruins. Get the Jews fit for well and found somewhere to live. Babylonia was there, so they decided to move in. And with an iron hand, Persia conquered the land. Ahaz was named, but people called him the man. He needed a capital in the city of Shushan. Had a feast for dudes to get their food on. The Jews went to the Mordecai, told them not, but they feared the king, and plus the jam was hot. Next thing you know, the party was poppin', drunken freestyle. No MC could top him. He summoned Queen Vashti, whose attitude was nasty. Her bitchy ways got the king reacting rashly. Packing heat, he pulled the trigger and blasted her. When the king gets drastic, it ends up in a massacre.
Esther chose to eat no food to help save Mordecai and the Jews. Then out rose Haman from the shadows, but the king had chosen that he hang in the gallows. On Purim, Haman planned to kill the Jews. Mordecai and Esther found a way to defuse his plot of evil for extermination, but perished from his own burning hatred.
Now we needed a new queen to fit the bill, and took all young girls captive against the will. He chose one Jewish girl named Hadassah. Mordecai's advice was all that he could offer. Don't say you're a Jew and use a Persian name Esther. Secrets are hard to keep, but Esther was clever, so to speak. No one knew she was a Jew but Mordecai, who hoped to see her soon. Shortly after, this rich dude came through. His name was Haman, who caught beef with the Jews. He was the new prime minister. Intentions were sinister. Wanted the Jews to bow, Mordecai in particular. Haman gained the king's permission to kill him, cause his trigger finger was itchy. He casted lots, which means Purim in Hebrew, and each Jew would be killed unless they were see-through.
Esther chose to eat no food to help save Mordecai and the Jews. Then out rose Haman from the shadows, but the king had chosen that he hang in the gallows. On Purim, Haman planned to kill the Jews. Mordecai and Esther found a way to defuse his plot of evil for extermination, but perished from his own burning hatred.
The plan spread like words in the breeze, and soon Mordecai had heard the decree. He asked Esther to talk to the king for help. The situation was grim and they had no one else. So Esther fasted for 3 days and prayed to seek protection from Haman's rage. She begged to the king to spare the lives of the people from certain death, from an untold evil. Baffled and confused, the king asked who would sentence her people to their doom. Haman was the culprit and he was executed by his own gallows, a fit retribution. A long story short, the Jews prevailed and hailed Mordecai, where Haman failed as the new prime minister of the kingdom, and celebrated with lots of food and drinking.